G'day legends, welcome to LimetreeMC. In today's episode, we'll be checking out some of the 1.20 update features. We'll be heading out in search of a desert so that we can find a camel. Camels have been added to the game in Minecraft 1.20, so let's gear up and get ready for an epic adventure. Luckily, while I was out exploring in another episode, I found a desert. I was able to write down the coordinates of the desert so that it would make it easier to find it again. The only problem is, it was over 2,000 blocks away from my base. What I'm planning to do is to dig a corridor all the way from my nether hub out to the location in the nether where the desert is. It's easy enough to work out. You just take the coordinates of the desert in the overworld and divide the number by 8. This will give me the correct location to place my nether portal so that I can link it up when we get to the desert. When I build this portal, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build the portal and write down the exact coordinates of the portal, and then I'll light it but not go through the portal. That way this portal will be ready to link up to the new portal I build in the desert village. Now I'm just going to head back to the overworld, back to our base, and get ready for our adventure. I'm going to grab all the gear we're going to need and a few supplies, some food and a bed. I think it will be really important to take a bed with us just in case we have to sleep through the night. Well, here we are in our chest boat, ready for our adventure. Our desert's this way up the river, out to sea, past the shipwrecks that we explored in an earlier episode. In case you're wondering, I upgraded my world from 1.19.4 to 1.20. The way I did it was I used MCA selector to clear out all the chunks that I hadn't built on. This allowed me to upgrade my world to 1.20 and bring in some of the new features. There's a broken portal over there. I might have to head on over and grab some obsidian. I'm going to need a little bit of obsidian because I need to make the portal for the desert village. The portal I need to make in the desert village is a little bit bigger than my normal portals. The reason for that is that I want to be able to take the camels through the portals. My big plan this episode is to bring a couple of camels back to my base through the nether hub. I'm going to try and do this using the portals. There it is, there's our desert village. Hopefully the 1.20 upgrade worked. Hopefully all the chunks reset okay and the camel will have spawned. There's one, there's our first camel, awesome. That wasn't hard to find. They're actually quite big, aren't they? If you're enjoying the episode so far, I just wondered if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel for more content. In Minecraft 1.20, camels spawn in desert villages. It's the only place they spawn in the whole game. Now it's time to build the portal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a very large portal here so that the camels can fit through. If all goes to plan and I've marked my coordinates correctly, this portal should be in the correct position. We'll certainly know shortly. Fingers crossed that it's in the right spot. I'm sure it'll be okay. I've built a few portals like this. I use this technique quite a bit. Lucky we found that broken portal and I was able to mine all that obsidian, otherwise we wouldn't have had enough. Let's go through and check. Yes, they've linked up okay, so the two portals are now linked up. Let's head back into the overworld and we'll do some more exploring around the desert. Okay, let's go. I think there's a desert temple over there. We might have to head over and see what's in the desert temple. In Minecraft 1.20 desert temples, it's one of the locations that you can find an armor trim. It'll be interesting to see what sort of armor trims are in this desert temple. Hopefully there is some. I might just climb on top of this desert temple and put a bed down and sleep the night. And then I'll continue to explore in the morning. Let's head on into the desert temple and see what we can find. What sort of items are down here? Have to be careful not to fall down the center here. I haven't raided a lot of desert temples, but I know enough not to drop down the center. Let's have a look and see what loot we've got. Oh nice, a golden apple. Not much in these other chests. Nice, 2 armor trims. Oh, and some diamonds. A saddle and a golden apple. Nice. It's a pretty good haul, really. Okay, well I might grab this dynamite. It'll come in handy later on. I'll probably use this dynamite to mine some ancient debris in the nether. Now that we've finished in this desert temple, I'll just pillar up out of the temple and look to find another village. I'm pretty sure there are 3 desert villages in this desert. Hopefully I can find them all. That way we can find all the camels. I think this desert temple's in the middle of the desert and has a village on each side. What we'll do is head off now in search of the next village. There's a camel. He's wandered a fair way off from the village, hasn't he? That's a fair way. Wow, they do tend to wander off. I've heard a few stories about camels wandering off. I brought a saddle with me so that we can ride one of the camels. I also brought a couple of leads as well so that we can lead them around and tie them up to a fence post so that they don't wander off. Now I'm coming into the 3rd and final village. Looks a little deserted. I can see a few villages around, but I don't see any camels anywhere. Wonder where he's gotten to. He must be around here somewhere. Hopefully he hasn't fallen down a hole somewhere or something. Wonder if he's on the other side of this house. There he is. I thought I saw him over there. Glad he didn't fall down a hole. Now let's put a saddle on him and let's see if he'll let us ride him. Alright, let's go. Let's head back to the original desert village where we put our portal. Let's see how this thing handles. It's got a bit of a burst of speed on him. He looks a bit funny in this 3rd person view, but that's what we look like riding the camel. It's pretty funny really. Actually, I don't mind this, it's going quite well so far. Let's see how he goes if we open up a bit of speed here. We'll have to get our sprint going. One thing I like about the camels is you don't have to jump up the blocks. The camels just walk up 1 block at a time. Oh, that's better. He goes pretty fast in the sprint. You can actually cover a lot of ground. He's actually quite nimble. I really like how the camel works. It's really good over terrain like this. There's no need to jump. It's really quite clever. It makes me wonder how the camel would handle the higher mountains. Something tells me these camels are designed for the flatlands of the desert. Oh well, might be able to try it out in another episode. So I'm taking this camel back to the original village so that I can try and breed it up with the original camel that I found over here. That way we can make camel babies. Nearly there now, not far to go. Let me know in the comments below, will you use the camels? I think I really will. I think I'll use them a lot more in the future. I think these camels are really good for exploring. I might have to go exploring in the next episode. I'd like to find the new cherry blossom biome. Oh well, maybe in the next episode. Alright, here we are back at the village. What we might do is just bring the camel around and tie him up to a post so that he doesn't get away. There's our 2 camels. Don't they look good? Now it's time to breed them up. What do you think a camel eats? I reckon a camel probably eats cactus. Probably going to have to find some cactus to breed up these camels, I think. Lucky that we're in a desert, hey? There's some cactus. That wasn't hard. Just a few blocks from the village. And there's another one. Probably just get a couple of cactus. Don't really need a lot. Alright, 1 piece of cactus each should do. 1 for you and 1 for you. And smoochy smoochies. And there's our baby. Yay! Now I just have to tie them back up to the post. Don't want them getting away on us. Better tie the baby up as well. There we go, all tied up. Alright, let's get these guys back to base. Just going to lead them through the portal because you can't go through the portal riding them. Well, that worked okay. Now I just need to ride him back to the nether hub. It actually feels quite fast travelling through the nether on these camels. I'm actually really surprised how quickly you can travel through. Maybe I could set up a little camel travel hub and travel from portal to portal by camels. That would be pretty funny. Well, that was pretty efficient in the end. Not too bad. Now I've just got to go back and grab the other one. Here we go. Hopefully this guy will be just as easy as the first one. He seemed to travel through okay. There he is. Alright, well let's see if we can get him to come back around those golems. Come on bud, over this way. That's it champ. Just a bit more. Now I just need to ride him back to the main nether hub. Now that we're back at the main nether hub, what I'll do is I'll lead them through the portal here and tie them up in the pen that I've got waiting for them. I think I'll just tie him up over here and go back and get his mate. Let's go, bud, you're the last guy to come back through. I just need to tie the lead on this guy and then bring him over near his mate and then tie him up. Well, that's a wrap for another exciting adventure. I truly hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content. So until next time, I'll catch you in the next adventure. See yous!